The press room is electric tonight. Reporters, political insiders, and security personnel gather in a modern, high-tech briefing hall decorated with bold American symbols and flashing cameras. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation as whispers ripple through the crowd. Tonight promises to be a turning point. At the center of it all stands Donald Trump, his unmistakable silhouette framed by spotlights and a backdrop emblazoned with patriotic imagery. His presence commands the room, radiating confidence and a defiant energy that hints at transformative change. Trump steps forward to the podium, his signature red tie and sharply tailored suit exuding an aura of power. His voice booms as he greets the assembled media. Good evening, America. Tonight, I am proud to announce brand new immigration measures that will secure our borders and redefine our nation's future. His words strike like a rallying cry, immediately capturing every eye and ear. The cameras zoom in, focusing on his determined expression, a man prepared to shake up the status quo. Behind him, a giant digital screen flickers to life, displaying key bullet points of his proposed policies. The measures promise tougher enforcement at the border, streamlined visa procedures for those deemed worthy, and a complete overhaul of the current immigration framework. Trump's tone is resolute as he declares, "These measures are long overdue. Our nation deserves safety, fairness, and a future where our values are protected." Each word is met with a mixture of cheers, gasps, and murmurs of skepticism from the crowd. As the excitement builds, his aides and advisors monitor the room. Closely, their expressions a blend of anticipation and caution. An aide discreetly passes a sealed envelope to Trump, a final piece of evidence or an update that has just come through the secure channels. Trump glances at the envelope briefly, his eyes narrowing with curiosity, though he doesn't comment. On it, the gesture hints that there might be even more surprises in store. Suddenly, just as Trump is about to elaborate on a crucial aspect of his plan, a technical glitch causes the digital screen to momentarily go dark. The unexpected interruption sends a ripple of uncertainty through the room. Reporters lean forward, murmuring among themselves as the lights flicker, and a brief silence falls over the press room. In that moment, the excitement is tinged with apprehension. Could this be a deliberate sabotage or simply a minor technical hiccup? The tension is palpable, every second stretching out as the room waits for the screen to come back on. Trump's confident expression remains unchanged, but his eyes betray a spark of concern. The glitch leaves the audience wondering if there are hidden forces at play, determined to undermine the announcement. The stage is set not only for a policy revelation, but for a confrontation with unexpected obstacles. With the screen momentarily plunged into darkness and a sealed envelope in hand hinting at further surprises, will the technical disruption be a sign of deeper interference, and what explosive details are hidden behind Trump's bold new immigration measures? Away from the glare of the cameras, behind closed doors in a secure command center, Trump's inner circle is abuzz with activity. In a room lined with monitors, advisors, and policy experts pore over confidential briefings and intelligence reports that outline the potential fallout from tonight's announcement. The new immigration measures are not just a set of policy changes. They represent a seismic shift in national strategy that could reshape America's future. Yet the stakes are high, and the opposition is formidable. Inside the command center, a senior advisor points to a series of documents displayed on a large screen. These figures and projections, he explains, suggest that our current system is failing. The new measures will not only secure our borders but also revitalize our economy by prioritizing legal, merit-based immigration. His voice is firm, yet there's an undercurrent of tension as he adds, "But we must be prepared. The opposition is already mobilizing, and there are forces within our political landscape that will stop at nothing to challenge these reforms." The room fills with a mix of determination and concern. Another strategist, reviewing internal memos, notes that powerful critics have been quietly assembling counter-narratives, intent on painting the measures as draconian and discriminatory. They're using every tool at their disposal, she warns, from biased media coverage to shadowy backroom deals. Our opponents are well-funded and deeply connected, and they're gearing up to disrupt tonight's broadcast. Amid the heated discussion, a secure phone rings. The message is brief but chilling. The adversaries are prepared to launch a coordinated effort to derail your announcement. Stay alert. The words hang in the air like a dark omen. Trump's team exchanges nervous glances, knowing that any misstep could trigger a political firestorm. In the midst of these strategic calculations, the broader national debate over immigration looms large. Current policies have long been mired in controversy, with critics arguing that the system is too lenient and others decrying it as outdated and inefficient. Trump's proposed measures promise a radical departure, a hardline approach that will likely energize his base while inciting fierce backlash from liberals and moderate voices alike. The new policies are designed to tighten security, overhaul visa allocations, and impose stricter penalties on illegal entry, all while claiming to protect American jobs and sovereignty. Yet, beneath the surface, there are hints of internal discord, even within Trump's own camp. Some advisors express concern that the measures might alienate key stakeholders or provoke unintended economic consequences. We need to balance our message carefully, one strategist cautions, or risk turning potential allies into adversaries. The conflict is not merely external, it is a battle for the narrative within the administration itself. As the team continues to strategize, the tension escalates with each passing minute. The room buzzes with a sense of urgency, every advisor aware that tonight's broadcast will set the stage for a confrontation that could either solidify Trump's legacy or plunge his policies into chaos. With internal divisions simmering and adversaries poised to launch a counterattack, will Trump's team manage to consolidate their message and overcome the looming threat of sabotage, or will the forces aligned against them succeed in derailing the revolutionary immigration measures before they go live? In a secure, high-tech broadcast studio, the final countdown begins. The tension in the room is nearly unbearable as technicians, advisors, and key members of Trump's team prepare for the live reveal. Everything has been meticulously planned, every word, every image, every document that will support the new immigration measures. Tonight, the American public will witness an unprecedented announcement that promises to reshape the nation's immigration policy and redefine national security. Donald Trump, standing at a sleek, modern podium, takes a deep breath as he surveys the room filled with bright lights, bustling crew members, and expectant faces. Tonight, I stand before you to announce measures that will finally secure our borders and put American interests first, he declares with his characteristic bravado. His voice carries the promise of decisive action, echoing across the room, as cameras begin to roll. As the live feed is activated, the giant digital screen behind him comes to life, displaying detailed charts, graphs, and policy outlines that illustrate his vision for a new era of immigration reform. The measures are bold: tightened border security, enhanced vetting procedures, a streamlined legal immigration system, and a robust crackdown on illegal entry. Every element is designed to signal a turning point, a departure from past policies that many argue have left the nation vulnerable. In that electrifying moment, the audience watches in collective anticipation. The first segment of the broadcast focuses on the current state of American immigration, highlighting the chaos at the borders, the economic implications of unchecked illegal immigration, and the perceived erosion of national sovereignty. Trump's rhetoric is sharp and unapologetic, each sentence designed to stoke both pride and urgency among his supporters. Then the tone shifts dramatically as he transitions to the unveiling of the new measures. "We are taking bold steps to secure our nation," he proclaims, his voice rising in conviction. The screen now displays a series of bullet points that detail the policies. Among these, a particular statistic, a dramatic reduction in illegal crossings promised by the new measures, captures everyone's attention. The room fills with a mix of applause and murmurs of astonishment. However, just as the momentum appears unstoppable, an unexpected alert flashes on the control screen, a secure message warning that sensitive data linked to the policy has been compromised. Technicians rush to assess the situation while Trump's eyes narrow, scanning the incoming data. "What's happening?" he demands, voice tinged with both confusion and determination. The control room buzz intensifies as advisors scramble to understand the breach. In that critical moment, the live broadcast teeters on the edge of uncertainty. The revelation of compromised data threatens to derail the narrative and expose vulnerabilities in the new measures. The room falls into a tense hush as the team weighs their next move. Trump's confident facade shows a flicker of concern, hinting that this incident could become a pivotal turning point in the evening's proceedings. With the live broadcast hanging in the balance as a secure message warns of compromised data, will Trump's team be able to contain the leak and proceed with the revolutionary immigration measures? Or will this unforeseen breach shatter the carefully constructed narrative before it can be delivered to the nation? As the live broadcast progresses, the atmosphere in the studio intensifies into a crucible of conflicting opinions and raw emotion. With cameras capturing every moment, Donald Trump continues to outline his brand-new immigration measures. His words are deliberate and forceful, yet a palpable tension lingers in the air, the tension of a story unfolding under extreme pressure. Trump declares, "These measures are the result of years of neglect and the urgent need to protect American jobs and our national security. We will no longer allow our borders to be a gateway for unchecked chaos." His statement reverberates through the press room, eliciting mixed reactions, roars of approval from his supporters and pointed skepticism from the opposition. The digital screen behind him now rotates through a series of data points and projections, designed to reinforce the message of decisive change. Amid the unfolding drama, rapid-fire questions from reporters create a verbal battlefield. "Mr. Trump, how do you respond to critics who say these measures are too extreme?" one journalist shouts. Trump meets the challenge head-on. "I respond with facts, not fear. Our policy is designed to be fair and effective, something that the current system has failed to do for decades." His retort is sharp, each word aimed at defusing the criticism and rallying his base. Behind the scenes, tensions escalate further. Advisors huddle over secure communications, frantically addressing alerts about potential legal challenges and coordinated counter-campaigns. A senior strategist leans over to whisper urgently, "They're mobilizing to discredit this announcement. Media, outlets, and political rivals are already crafting counter-narratives." His words underscore the high stakes. The measures are not only a policy overhaul but also a litmus test for Trump's political resilience. As the verbal sparring intensifies, a particularly contentious moment arises when a prominent opposition pundit appears on a split-screen call. "Your new immigration policy is nothing more than a political stunt," the pundit argues, voice dripping with disdain. Trump, undeterred, fires back. "It is exactly what America needs, a strong, clear vision that puts our interests first." The exchange is heated, and every word is scrutinized by an audience eager for resolution. Just when it seems the broadcast has reached its peak of intensity, a secure alert interrupts the live feed once again. A high-ranking official's message flashes on one of the control room monitors. "Immediate action required. Verify all data immediately to avoid public confusion." The room's energy shifts as technicians and advisors scramble to manage the disruption. Trump pauses, his eyes narrowing as he assesses the situation, the weight of the moment intensifying the already charged atmosphere. With a critical alert, threatening to upend the live broadcast and a fierce verbal battle raging on screen, will Trump's team successfully manage the crisis and push forward with the immigration measures, Or will this new disruption spark a chain reaction that forces the narrative into chaos? Under the unyielding glare of the live television lights, the decisive moment arrives. The entire nation is watching as Donald Trump stands at the podium, his face a mask of determination and defiance. The digital screen behind him is now filled with a comprehensive breakdown of the new immigration measures, detailed policy outlines, anticipated benefits, and robust projections that promise to transform the nation's approach to border security and legal immigration. Trump's voice booms across the airwaves as he begins the final segment of his announcement. Tonight, I unveil a new era for our country, a plan that will restore order, create jobs, and secure our borders once and for all. His declaration is met with a mixture of fervent cheers and vociferous dissent, echoing the deep divisions that run through the nation. The screen now shifts to highlight key elements of the policy: enhanced Border Patrol capabilities, revamped visa screening processes, and a revolutionary system designed to balance humanitarian concerns with strict security protocols. Every detail is laid out with precision, designed to leave no room for doubt about the transformative nature of the measures. This is not just policy. It's a promise to the American people, Trump proclaims, his voice resonating with conviction. As the broadcast reaches its zenith, the atmosphere becomes a maelstrom of emotion and anticipation. Supporters applaud enthusiastically, while critics quickly take to social media and live commentary to challenge the claims. The tension is nearly unbearable when, in the midst of the presentation, a sudden, unexpected development occurs. An urgent breaking news alert flashes across the screen, a last-minute revelation that introduces an unforeseen twist in the narrative. The alert reveals that a previously undisclosed component of the immigration plan has surfaced, a provision that, if implemented, could significantly alter the balance of power in the immigration debate. The details are sketchy, but the implication is clear. This new element, shrouded in mystery, could either solidify Trump's legacy or spark an even greater controversy. The room is thrown into a state of stunned silence as advisors and technicians scramble to confirm the authenticity of the leak. In that critical moment, Trump's composure is both tested and reaffirmed. With a steely gaze fixed on the camera, he addresses the nation. "We are committed to transparency. Every part of this plan is for the good of our country. And yes, there are bold steps ahead." His words are measured, yet the uncertainty in his tone betrays the enormity of the situation. The anonymous revelation has injected a new level of drama into the broadcast, leaving everyone to wonder about its true implications. As the live feed stutters momentarily, adding to the atmosphere of chaos, the nation is left holding its breath. The final, explosive twist hangs in the balance, and the fate of the immigration measures seems as uncertain as ever. With a shocking, undisclosed provision now in play and the broadcast teetering on the brink of a major revelation, will Trump's bold vision be enough to withstand the onslaught of new challenges? Or will this unexpected twist upend the entire plan and plunge the nation into further turmoil? In the wake of the electrifying broadcast, the nation is left reeling from the revelations and the rapid-fire twists that unfolded on live TV. Across news networks, social media platforms, and political talk shows, the new immigration measures dominate every conversation. The explosive announcement has sparked fierce debate. Supporters herald it as a bold, transformative step toward securing America's borders and revitalizing the economy, while critics condemn it as divisive and potentially dangerous. Back at the command center, Trump's inner circle convenes in a room filled with subdued tension. Advisors and strategists pore over the immediate fallout, trending hashtags, rising approval ratings among core supporters, and, simultaneously, a surge of legal challenges and media attacks. The digital screen displays real-time data, revealing a nation split between unwavering loyalty and stark opposition. "We've set the stage for a new era," one senior advisor remarks, though the uncertainty in his tone hints at the battle still ahead. Meanwhile, in congressional offices and think tanks, analysts and lawmakers debate the long-term implications of the measures. Emergency meetings are called, and alliances are tested as political leaders reassess their positions in light of the bold new policies. The anonymous leak of the undisclosed provision, now confirmed as a part of the plan, adds an extra layer of complexity, with many questioning how this element will be implemented and what unforeseen consequences it might trigger. This isn't the end, one pundit declares on a popular news channel. It's just the beginning of a political realignment that could redefine our national identity. Trump himself, in a subsequent interview, remains defiant yet measured. "We've taken a stand for American values and security," he states firmly. Change is never easy, and there will always be those who resist. But tonight, we have shown that America is ready for a stronger, safer future. His words resonate deeply with his base, yet they leave open the possibility of fierce battles ahead as the new policies are scrutinized, debated, and, ultimately, implemented. As the dust begins to settle, a final encrypted message arrives on the secure channels of Trump's team. A succinct, ominous note: "This is only the beginning." The message hints that behind the bold announcement, further challenges and deeper conflicts lie in wait. It serves as a stark reminder that while tonight's broadcast has shifted the national discourse, the struggle over immigration and national identity is far from over. In the quiet moments after the storm, the nation stands at a crossroads. The new immigration measures have not only redefined policy, but also ignited a firestorm of ideological warfare. Supporters and detractors alike brace themselves for the long road ahead, one marked by political maneuvering, legal battles, and the relentless quest for change. With the final encrypted message suggesting that the battle for America's future is only beginning, will Trump's bold new vision lead to lasting reform and security, or will the myriad forces of opposition mount an insurmountable challenge that transforms tonight's announcement into a prelude to even greater turmoil